Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about The Boys. Not Good Boys that I was going to go check out in theaters this weekend, but I did not. I'm going to talk about The Boys, which is a superhero show that's on Amazon Prime. Now, this is not your typical superhero show because, well, yeah, it's not. Not at all. At least I have never noticed really anything like it. If I were to compare it to anything, maybe it would be a little bit of Watchmen meets a little bit of The Incredibles with a little bit of Deadpool, maybe? I don't know. It is a really interesting show, one that I wasn't sure if I wanted to check out when I heard about the type of violence this show had. Um, there are some shows out there that, when the violence goes too far, like Game of Thrones was the type of show that could go really far, where it would really make you feel uncomfortable. And not that this show doesn't have uncomfortable moments, it needs to go to those moments, but sometimes Game of Thrones pissed me off at how uncomfortable it made me at times. This is a show that I feel it doesn't hurt you the way Game of Thrones does. It's a satisfying show with some intense moments throughout. And I'm going to say I really enjoyed the show a lot more than I thought I was going to. What really got me to go check it out was when my brother and his fiance both said this show is really good. You should check it out. We think you would like it. And they're the types of people that normally don't go for superhero shows. You know, I love superhero shows. I watch Arrow, Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Gotham, Krypton, etc., right? So I'm on top of a lot of the superhero shows out there, Daredevil, whatever. So when they said that, okay, if they're recommending it to me, it must be a really good show because they don't watch any of those other shows. So I checked out the show, and yeah, it was a really compelling show from beginning to end. It's only 8 episodes, and I got through them pretty quickly, I think. I think I went through them in about like 2-3 days. And I was gravitated to some of these characters. I thought Jack Quaid, who plays kind of the lead character, I guess him and Carl Urban are the two lead characters. It's like really an ensemble when you think about it. There's many lead characters, but I feel like the point of view from the show comes from those two characters, specifically Jack Quaid as Huey. Carl Urban is fantastic in this show. He's always fantastic, so it's no surprise that Carl Urban would be fantastic. Someone who I didn't know was in the show too was Simon Pegg, and it reminded me, oh yeah, Simon Pegg and Carl Urban were in Star Trek together. It always is funny to me when I notice little connection between actors like that they were in a project together somewhere else. So it was Scotty and Bones together again, but not acting like their characters from that film. But Simon Pegg's role in the show is not that big, so if you're expecting him to like pop up in every episode, don't expect that. It's a pretty minor supporting role. I would say the heroes aspect are the things that are going to intrigue a lot of people. Now, I would even recommend this show to people who might be getting a little tired of the superhero genre. I don't know how you get tired of a genre when the genre is still making good content. That's like saying, well, I'm getting tired of Oscar films because, you know, there's so many Oscar films every year. It just doesn't compute to me. I don't understand that. A good movie is a good movie. How do you not want to see a good film? But if you're someone that feels like they're not changing it up enough, which I strongly disagree, this show will hopefully change it up enough for you because the heroes aren't actually the heroes we think they are. When they have cameras rolling and people around them, they're acting all super heroic and cool and all of that. But when the cameras are off and people aren't around, some of them might be a little bit of a darker side that they show. Some of them have personal drama going on in their lives that, you know, when people aren't paying attention, they don't know about or we don't think about. In some ways, the superheroes are kind of like celebrities. And just like celebrities, you know, in front of the camera, they're all glamorous and gorgeous. But then when the cameras are off, you don't know what dirty, dark secrets are going on in their lives or hardships that they have to deal with, and that's what that kind of is here. Now, a lot of the heroes resemble DC characters, I've noticed anyways. Like, Homelander is clearly the Superman type character. I would say Captain America a little bit too, because of the way he looks in the patriotic costume. I would say, I forgot what the character's name is. She's like Queen Maeve. Queen Maeve is kind of like Wonder Woman. Then there's A-Train, which is the Flash, and you got the Deep, which is your Aquaman type character. So there's some characters that are similar to DC characters, but with a twist. And yeah, I really liked that side of it because, like, yeah, of course, someone with that, a real life person with those type of powers would probably be that type of a person. I specifically love the character of Homelander. He's an asshole, but an asshole you love to hate, and you think about it, I love when Superman goes rogue. And when you have a show giving me Superman as the main villain, that's pretty much who's Homelander is. Highlander, that's a totally different thing, by the way. When you got Homelander as the Superman type villain, sign me up. I am all ready for it. There are some great moments throughout this series where Homelander is scary as hell. And I love it. I love where this character goes and the way they end the season. I'm not going to spoil it, but it leaves it on an end where it has me ready for season 2. I am all set up for season 2. Thankfully, I've been hearing that they're already starting production on season 2. By the way, what I really didn't notice until my second viewing, yes, I'm rewatching the series as I speak, because I'm showing my father the show because I knew it might be a show that he might be interested in. The show was actually filmed in Toronto. I did not know that, and I thought it was pretty cool. I noticed a building in one episode that I said, that looks like a building in Toronto. So it's always cool when I find out a show that I watch is filmed in Toronto. Why am I not on that show? I have no idea. The producers don't invite me, so what can I do? It's cool knowing that this and now Titans has also been filmed in Toronto. It's kind of cool knowing that these two shows, superhero shows, are filmed down here. And look, I'm going to recommend this show. Definitely. I would give it an 8 out of 10 for the first season. There are a couple 9 out of 10 episodes, but for the most part, I would give it a straight 8 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed it. There are some gruesome moments, but it needs to happen. I feel like it serves the story and what they're trying to tell and show. Yeah, I really have no big complaints about this season so far. Look, it has me pumped up for season 2, and that's all that matters. So guys, tell me, did you see The Boys? What did you think of it? Were you on the train like everybody else before, or were you a little late to the party like I am? I don't think I'm that late. I think it only dropped like a few weeks ago. So with that being said, comment below, tell me your thoughts on The Boys. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and until next time, take care.